Hi, it's Ed August on Palmistry, looking at the hand, obviously. And here we have our fingers, here we have the palm. Where we got last time was we was talking about the headline and various markings and patterns and everything that can happen with the headline. I just wanted to finish something about the headline, and that is that very often there will be a branching will take place. You get like one branch will go down this way and one branch will keep going up this way. So what happens here is that at a certain point of this person's life, probably 10, 20, maybe 35 years of age or something, they will have this challenge or this choice to make. The choice will be whether they continue on with their life, doing the kind of job that they've been doing, or whether they go off in this other direction, which could lead to something much more unconventional or weird or something happen in their life. But that's sometimes what happens when you have this branching effect. I've even seen it happen like this way. This could also mean that a person meets three friends and each friend has a different path to take in life, and you try to choose the one that's the most positive for you, So, and again, just as I said on the lifeline in the previous episode, on the headline here, if you have a part where it sort of like fades out like this, or worse is probably at the very start here, if you have a little break here, that could be a person who had a real imbalance or a real medical condition or a mental psychiatric disorder or something like that, autism or whatever, at a very early age. And where you do have some of these marks, such as the an X crossing through it, or an island like this, or the circle, those marks show the times in life where the person has to really worry. And then we finally we've seen the lifeline, we've seen the headline, and here we have the heart line. The heart line is above the lifeline and the headline, and it goes right across the palm. There are, in some cases, I've only seen a couple of these in my life, where I've met people that have only the one line only that goes across the palm like this. And you can't even tell if it's a headline or if it's a heart line. And what they call, that's a simian hand, in other words, a monkey-like hand, because it hasn't developed the complexity of another hand. And they say that sometimes traditionally a person who has only one line here instead of two lines, maybe they have a problem with the finer emotions. Maybe they have a problem with, like, for example, cruelty or something that they themselves have to face. Very rare to find people like that. Then the last line is the heart line, and we put this headline back. And the heart line goes the other way. The heart line starts on this side of the hand, and it comes back across the palm, and then it ends someplace probably under either the Saturn finger or the Jupiter finger. And the heart line is almost the same as the headline. We want it to be straight, as straight as possible. One of the things to avoid on this heart line is this kind of thing. Some people have a chained heart line, especially the heart line. It's chained, it looks like there's a lot of little X's or barbed wire or something across it. That shows that person has been, unfortunately, beset with frustration in their emotional life, and it may be that they're in literal, mental bondage or to some person in their life. And sometimes it's only during part of their heart line where you see this happening. So you start here, this is where it starts, and this would show the early heart life. It's not just your romances and everything that come under the heart line, it's also your heart. It also can be, like your heart and your circulation of the blood. But as a person who does palmistry occasionally, and also astrology, I hate to get into the physical aspects of health. That's just not for me. I leave that up to the doctors, or whatever means you want to use, whatever experts you want to use. I don't go into that. I don't diagnose illnesses or anything like that. But traditionally, if someone has a lot of problems on the heart line, if they have like big spots, and interruptions and changes and stuff, that could show that they have an actual heart problem at some point. More likely that has to do with romances. And where does this line end? If the line ends here up under the Saturn finger, or goes up towards Saturn, this finger here, the middle finger, that's not as good. That shows that the person will end up in a perhaps a stagnant or a bitter or a frustrated condition in their love life. If they go, if the heart line goes up under the Jupiter finger, however, in other words, crossing most of the palm and comes up here, that is a much better significator of happiness, of prosperity, of success in one's romantic life. There's nothing of as much interest to, especially my female clients, as this heart line. There's also sometimes it's very interesting to coordinate this heart line with the area between the heart line and these fingers, and these are the mounts. And the mounts of these fingers have to do with the finger energy. In other words, this sun finger here has to do with fame and success. The Jupiter finger has also to do with money and with good health. There's many things here and there's many small markings that can take place under these fingers. We'll go into those along with the lines that I haven't covered yet on the hand in our next segment.